My salutations to Dattaji, Madhu Panditji, and to everyone present here, Pranam. And of course, to my friend and Guru Bhai, Vijnananandji. Thank you for such a great initiative. We all admire you for it. I'm the last speaker, so I'll start on a lighter note. There were a group of young people, youngsters, were driving a car. And that happened to be a road safety week. So those who drive safely, following every signal and everything, will be awarded. This group of young people were driving and police was watching them. Maybe sent a drone or something, they tracked them down. At one particular point they stopped and they said, hey, you guys were brilliant. You have to be awarded for driving very well. And the police took and gave a purse of 5,000 rupees. So the boy who was driving took that money, very happy. And the police should have gone. He asked a question. What are you going to do with this money? The boy said, I'll apply for license. I'll apply for license. Police was shocked. The other guy sitting next to him in the front seat, he said, sir, don't pay attention to him. He speaks like this whenever he's drunk. As if these two were not enough, the guy who was sleeping in the back seat, he woke up and he said, I told you we can't go too far on a stolen car. Now, coming to the point, though it could be a joke, sometimes we Hindu organizations do the same. Someone drives well, and we should appreciate it. Sometimes we criticize. One organization criticizing another organization. Going well. It needs to be encouraged because together only we can survive. Otherwise we'll be done. So each organization needs to appreciate. Don't pay attention to him. He speaks like that when he's drunk. Unwanted. How many times on various organizations, they don't agree with your ideology. Sanatan Dharma is all inclusive. Like morning Bhagavad Ji was telling. Some people believe in Ishvara, some don't. Some believe in Veda, some don't. All inclusive. Why should my belief alone has to be there? When we reach the end, appreciate the path you walked. But let's not criticize anyone else. This unwanted criticism doesn't bring Hindu organizations together. First and foremost, to demonstrate the strength of Hindu organizations should appreciate each other's work. This is mandatory. If we do this and we bring our strength, the results would be completely different. For this, we need to remember Narasimha Avatar. Narasimha Avatar. What was Hiranyakashipu's fault? That he has to be killed? What was Hiranyakashipu's fault? You know what he said? I'm the only God. If you worship any other god, I'll kill you. Sounds familiar? Sounds familiar? This is the only book. If you follow anything else, you will be killed. I am the only God and you should worship only me. Narasimha has to come because there was one Hiranyakashipu. We have two today. We need to invoke that Narasimha. You know how that Lord would manifest? That strength is needed. Otherwise, these two are powerful enough. We need to be together. Each organization is that small child, Prahalad. Each organization is a small child, Prahalad. When we unite, when we demonstrate together, Narasimha will manifest. We have underestimated our strength of togetherness. That's why we feel weak. Time. And again, we need to demonstrate what we are together. This is absolutely important, mandatory, that Hindu brothers and sisters understand what these organizations together, what is their power, what is their strength. Once people see the strength what we have together, once we are able to demonstrate the strength together, everybody will be in their place. Like Dr. Abdul Kalam used to say, strength respects strength. Strength respects strength. We need to show that strength. We need to demonstrate that strength together. Few years back, when we used to ask somebody, I interact with youth, so when we ask some youngsters, name somebody who has served very well. You know, love, compassion, people who have served. Young people in India. Mother Teresa. That's all you know. What about Amritanandamayi? Much more service done. What about ISKCON? Madhu Pandit ji. 30 lakh people is the food supply today?
4 billion.
Huh?
23 lakhs per day.
I said 30 lakhs. 23 because you're 23 lakhs and they have a target to reach. End of probably this year or next year to get it to 30 lakhs. Feeding 30 lakh children every day. That's just one organization. What about Dharmasthala? What about so many Annadhanams which happen regularly, so quietly? If we calculate that together, what would be our strength in feeding people? Dattaji is sitting here, Bhagwatji is sitting there, Vidya Bharati. They have 26,000 schools, one institute. Now imagine all in other Hindu organizations together. What is the educational schools? Think. Whether it is healthcare, the hospitals, free medicine care, all organizations together, please think. We have been serving so silently and people did not notice it. Propaganda was not there and some people achieved only through propaganda. Ours is content, but we have not shown it to people. So we did one program in Chennai some time back. We started and it is continuing. We started Hindu Spiritual Service Fair. exhibition. We started this in 2009. Different Hindu organizations were allowed to come and display what work they do. Exhibition, that's all. And it's a fair. When we started it in 2009, there were 35 organizations. Today, few hundred organizations put up this stall for 5 days. We show, come and watch. And when a person walks into each stall, and when you come out in the end, you have a data of all these organizations together, what they serve. People are stunned. Visibility is very important of what we are doing. We are not projecting something. We are speaking out facts together what we do. This togetherness, demonstrating, showing people, appreciating openly, will strengthen us. That strength is important. If we have that strength, yes. And we need to strengthen in various ways. Fortunately, we could start one. Again, Vijnanananji and the team came together for a very nice initiative of getting few Hindu organizations together. That's what you saw in the beginning. A picture where Dattaji and few of us were there. That was one of the meetings where we brought 10 Hindu organizations together, started sharing ideas, started planning together, and it is the same point, moving in the same direction separately. Each one, what we should do, and taken up responsibilities, and that way we have started. We have just taken baby steps in showing the strength of Hindu organizations in the field of academics. That's called WHA, World Association of Hindu Academicians. Because that one area we are lacking. Anybody can come and make a statement and go. We need people in that field to go. This is a wonderful opportunity to get various academicians involved in these organizations together. We have just made, we had a couple of conferences, and today we can say, still a baby step. Our vision is to have 30,000 academicians together, but we have reached a few hundred now. Today we have, through WHA, few hundred Hindu academicians. Constantly we hold once a year, 1 or 2 seminars collectively. Now this is an area of showing strength, demonstrating strength. If there is an issue raised on Hindu subject, we have academicians to answer that. If someone says this is unscientific, we have people to express it as scientific. So this is an area we need to strengthen. I have a suggestion to Dattaji here. Dattaji, you should speak to all our organizations again, that they should start working like what we did on academicians. They should start working on legal team. Legal advisors, every organization should have. We should start putting them together. Imagine 500, 600 lawyers together. And if there's someone says something wrong, derogatory, 600 people can stand up next day. We don't have the support. So in showing this, if they just get to know that Hindu lawyers have come together and it's a huge number waiting. If you take up something, there are people ready to stand up. So this is again another area we can, just like how WHA, we can come together because lawyers are there. Legal advisors are there in every organization. Collect them together and that will again start demonstrating the strength we have. Visibly, people need to be people have to see us strong. Then we can achieve. So these are small steps which we can take up to do. And my last point, I'll go with what Madhu Panditji said. Everything we have lost, we have to reclaim. Everything. We are talking about 5 trillion economy. 5 trillion economy, we are heading there. Of course, it's a great achievement. But remember, 45 trillion were looted from us. Reclaim that. We need to, our vision should be there that we will reclaim everything we have lost. We will reclaim our position as Vishwaguru. That is our position. We guided the world. Let us reclaim that. It is not going to happen easy. I am not saying reclaim POK. I consider that is done. It will happen in our lifetime. I am looking far beyond that. We have to get that far, far beyond. Now, last point. This reclaiming dream will take time. Few things can happen now. This dream, every Hindu organization should hand it over to the next generation saying, you carry it on and run. We are doing what we did our bit. Hand it over to someone and saying, you carry it. Let this also be a common program that every Hindu organization passes on the spirit to sustain this quest to reclaim everything we have got. If we have that quest to reclaim, one thing is for sure, we will not lose what we have. What is existing will not be lost. The desire to reclaim is very important. And one day, the younger generation and the younger generation can reclaim it. Thank you very much.